Welcome back, boys and girls. So we're going to pick back up where we left off on our academic vocabulary. So the last word that we talked about was convey. So now we're going to discuss a word that you might be pretty familiar with, which is document. That can be a noun, and it means an important paper that provides information. So maybe if you printed out and you had your report card, your progress report, that's a document, academic document that you take home for your parents to see. Document also has another meaning, which is a verb, and it means to give evidence of an event or an opinion. So you can document the information that you read from maybe a book. So maybe after we read Unit 4, you're going to document your opinion on what we've learned in Unit 5, our unit that we're in. Also, another core vocabulary word is factor. That is a cause or reason. That means a reason why you actually had something done. So it's a cause or reason. That is a factor. And then your next core vocabulary word is primary. That means most important or main. Most important or main. So that's the primary thing you like to eat. Your main thing, the primary subjects in school, the most important. Then you have prose. That is a traditional style of writing that is not poetry. And then your last core vocabulary word is to refer. That means to call attention to something, to look at something for information. So you might refer back to your books to figure out, to help you with your assignment. Refer. Okay, boys and girls. Also, at the bottom, you have some Spanish cognate words for academic vocabulary. So, see, these are some of the words that are Spanish cognates, which means the same. So, for example, number one, concepto, which is the Spanish cognate of concept. Then for number two, you have documents, but I'm pretty sure you say that that's not pronouncing it right. And then your third word is proso, which is the same prosa, which is the same Spanish cognate for prose. And then your number four is refer, which is the same way for refer in the and for the Spanish cognate. So apologize if I'm pronouncing those names wrong, but it's the Spanish cognate, so it's the same. It kind of looks the same. It's the word that it looks it looks similar to its meaning in English. Okay, so now we're going to be looking at the Renaissance. The Renaissance. What is the Renaissance? Okay, so what is the Renaissance? So Miss Rogers keeps talking about this Renaissance. What is it? So the Renaissance was a cultural movement. So that means something that took place. Culture means like the way that you speak language, things like that. Movement that began in Italy and swept through Europe. Okay, so it started in one place and then went through the entire things. What did the Renaissance accomplish? So what happened? What took place during this time period? It was an increased trade between European countries led. So what did it accomplish? It was an increased trade between European countries, and that led to increased wealth, power, and influence of the middle class. So that's what it accomplished. That's what took place. Also, it increased wealth the increased wealth that they received from the trade. The increased trade allowed merchants, so those are people that sell things, and businessmen to support artists at their patrons. So it allowed these merchants and businessmen to be able to pay these artists for different things and support them. And lastly, the scholars, philosophers, and artists turned to works of the ancient Greeks and Romans for inspiration. So they looked to those things to inspire, to help them influence how they were going to create these books. Scholars are like people that write books, and philosophers are people that come up with these great ideas, and artists could be sculptures, paintings, and all things like that. So we're going to stop right here, and we're going to pick back up in our next video.